and welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to our first qualifying match of the broadcast of the RSL 2025 Revival Season 1 America's Server Qualifier. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Maganatha, we have our Finnish Zerg player, the Blue Zerg, representing himself, currently teamless, and of course the clan of Lem. It is Mixu. I have to fix that. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the Mexican Zerg player, the Red Zerg, representing ZvZ Esports. It is Cham. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Will this go the way of Cham? Will this go the way of Mixu? As a reminder, this is a best of 5, not a best of 3, and this is a qualifying match. The winner of this series will be qualifying for the main event for the first season of the Revival StarCraft 2 League. Let's go, baby. Let's go. RSL Revival is right around the corner here, and we have 3 days of qualifier. We have today for the Americas qualifier, we have tomorrow for the Korean qualifier, and we have a Sunday for the European qualifier as well. So 3 qualifiers back to back to back to back to back. And of course, we have our first match ready for us. Here we go. Our first qualifying match, I should say. Now, because the upper bracket was so fast, because we have already begun the first qualifying match, we might be able to cover the lower one as well. The lower qualifying match has yet to begin. Players are still facing off. They're still mid-series, so we might be able to cover both of them. Depending on how fast or how slow some matches are, depending on how things line up, we should be able to cover both in some capacity. So looking forward to that. Meanwhile, we have our initial openers. Nothing crazy. Hatch gas pull from Mixu, hatch gas pull from Cham as well. So far, so good. Standard openers. From here, this can lead us into a standard game, into a Baneliness, into a third base, into droning, into Link Bane, into Roach Ravager versus Roach Ravager, or we could see our players deviate. I haven't really been able to cast too much of Mixu, I'll be honest. Mixu, he has not been too active as a player, which is why I was surprised to see him take down Nickrat. Like, I want to say that not just in this tournament, there was another tournament recently where Mixu got a really good result, and I was like, hold on, like, I haven't seen much of Mixu recently. He's not very active. He's been a little bit under the radar over the past couple of months, I would say. So really cool to see Mixu back on that horse. Really cool to see Mixu once again competing and playing somewhat regularly, and to take down Nickrat, to be here in the qualifying match, it shows promise. So really cool to see Mixu once again reinvigorated. Meanwhile, both players are taking their third bases. Both players are taking their Baneliness as well. So far, no deviation so far. Mirrored builds. And we'll see where this takes us. We'll see if either player does make a surge of Lings, or if both players drone and get a Roach Warren. Here we go. I watched a lot of Fear Dragon, can't remember him making puns. Fear Dragon, he's notorious for puns. He is notorious. When it comes to a lot of broadcasts, especially like WCS broadcasts back in the day, EPT broadcasts, like, yeah, he would often have just the most awful puns, or just awful. Aye. Yes. It is notorious for it. It's notorious for it. Este Fear Dragon. We love him for it, though. We love him for it. Aye. For now, though, we are being somewhat aggressive here with our initial Link Bane. Behind this, both players are joining. Behind this, both players are taking up into Roaches. First Baneling. Ooh, not the best connection here from Cham. First one gets spent. We have 5 more behind this. Ooh, another one spent on the hatchery, actually. So some miscontrol here at a Cham. Yeah, some brutal miscontrol. Cham, he does pull away. And Mixu does defend. Oh! As Cham gets into the mineral line. And he wants some drones, and he's gonna get them. 3? Oh no! Oh my god. They just stack up for a moment there. Nice splits here by Mixu. Does split, does avoid, and in the end, Mixu he will lose 2. Oh my god. 4. Whew, towards the end there, everything did stack out once. Lings swapped out. Drones were stacked. 4 drones, and a good amount of Lings. Better connections towards the end there by Cham. Much better. And Cham does take a worker lead. Does take an economic advantage. Likewise, Mixu. Looking for a way in. Both players are building up their roach counts. I say that Mixu going to be taking up into a lair. Cham is not. Cham is cutting workers. Cham making more roaches. And this is looking like a hatch-based all-in. Yeah, we're going for the all-in. Cham, remember, no lair. No lair for Cham. He has 2 gases and only 2 gases. He's pumping out lings, roaches. Mixu now realizes how much danger is in. Spine crawlers are on the way. Mixu needs more time. He needs time for those spine crawlers. And Cham is all in. Ooh, Banelings, they connect, they crash in, 9 drones go down. I mean, Cham was already committed, now even more so. Ooh. As Banelings, they crash into the spine crawler. Spine is denied, but the other spine crawler will complete. And again, Mixu just needs a little bit more time here. The queens are getting caught out. Clutch transfused, does save 1. Oof. Banelings doesn't quite connect, more lings flooding in. But Cham, he needs those reinforcements, more roaches. They do file it as well. He barely breaks through the 3rd base, takes down all these roaches. And Cham looks like he has none of the spine crawler, just too far behind. Spine is not going to be a factor into this. Cham going for the kill. He's waddling in. Oh, God. Catching out some more roaches. But Mixu, he's building up more as well. And Cham is joining. Cham, he's droning up back at home. Oof, he's trying to re-drone, trying to resaturate. Cham, he will not kill Mixu. Mixu holds. Mixu does hold on. Now, Cham does take an economic lead back at home, but the big problem here is the upgrades. Mixu, he has the lair. He has +1 range. He does not have roach speed yet, but he does have a massive upgrade advantage. Cham just now working on his own Eva chamber, just now working on his own roach speed. Now what I will say, oh, wait, no, he canceled. My apologies. If you remember, Mixu, he did have a lair on the way. When he realized the all-in was coming, he canceled the lair, which means no roach speed and no +2. This is allowing Cham to catch up. Cham is catching up. He's catching up when it comes to the upgrades. He's keeping up when it comes to the tech. Oh, I thought it had finished. Ay, ay, ay. So again, Mixu did react hard to the all-in. I mean, he survived it, that's true, but at a cost. And now suddenly Cham not looking too bad. Oh! Cham not looking too bad here. As Cham is getting into 1-1 upgrades. Roach speed is on the way. And, oh. I think he's talking about the snipes on the... I think we just missed Mixu killing another one of those overlords. Ah, no. He's crazy, man. He's crazy. We have job lords on the way from Cham. Sorry, just catching up with chat. Overlord speed as well. So Cham getting to drop lord play. Oh! Yeah, I think it was in reference to sniping overlords. They're having fun. Yeah, as Mixu is hunting down more. Again, it takes 4 biles to kill an overlord. So you have an overlord hit squad moving out. Not finding any overlords yet. Cham, he's maxed out. He's pushing in. And remember, Cham, he has recovered when it comes to his upgrades. Oh. No. Cham, he doesn't get the overlord. No. Yeah, he did misplace his biles. He had enough, but did misplace them. But here we go again. Cham, he's up 20 supply. Oh, he's not fighting with everything, though. Has to pull back. Mixu taking the better fight. At the same time, Cham, he peels off some units, goes for a big counterattack. At the same time, so does Mixu. Cham bleeding out some drones. Mixu losing an expansion. Oh, as boys are being pulled to attack. Aye. Likewise, roaches, they do drop into the main. Getting a couple of drone kills as well. Only a couple. Cham picks up. Jumping back over. Likewise. Oof. Once again, forcing Mixu back home. but now both players are maxed out. There we go. Both players are maxed out. Cham dropping into the main, getting another couple of drones. Couple of workers do go down. As Mixu just keeps going for those run-bys, keeps catching Cham out of position. Getting another queen. Mixu moving in. Upgrades are not even. Even upgrades. Cham is working on 2-2. Oh, the wiles do connect. Wiles are connecting. Likewise, Cham started stepping in. Taking a better fight here. Picks up a lot of roaches. At the same time, just running across the map as well. He's had enough of just being the defender. As Biles are connecting, but Cham, he's on top of the 4th base, once again getting another kill, forcing another cancel. And likewise gets 2 more drones at the natural, forces back Mixu. Oh, the tunneling claws. Yeah, Cham is taking up towards lurkers. Still gaining a little ground with his roaches. Oh, as he attempts to dive, but is going to be denied. Contamination on the Eva chamber. Oh, kills the 3rd base. Massive pickup. And Cham, he sniped the 4th. He sniped the 3rd. Cham pulling Mixu apart. Mixu, he does keep up with the roaches, but Mixu has lost so many bases, so many expansions. Cham once again moving out, going for his own counterattack. Mixu going for his own push as well, but back home we have some lunkers to defend, just a handful of them, not too many. I spoke too soon. Getting up to 4, getting up to 5 lurkers. Oh, Wilds, they graze the army. Lurkers are exposed. Takes down another. 2 lurkers left. Still so much damage to the army. Cham is holding. He's holding on. Likewise, he takes down the 3rd base once again. Ensures that Mixu just cannot expand. And Mixu just running out of steam. GG gets called and Cham takes game number 1. GG. GG, well played. Very chaotic, very back and forth. Initially, Cham's all-in failed, but Mixu did overreact to the all-in, and as a result, he didn't quite have the advantage he otherwise hoped to have. Cham, he was able to catch up when it came to the upgrades, when it came to that advantage, was able to get a 4th base, and due to that lead, Cham, he was able to just pull Mixu apart with Dropper Lords, with Tunneling Claw Roaches, sniping the 4th base over and over again, sniping the 3rd base as well, and ensuring that Mixu could not keep up. Couldn't keep up. GG. Still very chaotic though, very chaotic, very intense. And with that, we're getting into our next game. Getting into game number 2. Meanwhile, as we're getting into game 2, it does seem like our lower semifinals, our lower qualifying match is also beginning here. Looks like Geralt did take down Shino 2-0, and Percival, I believe he also took down, oh no, I think he's mid-series. Still mid-series against Master. Still mid-series. Stepping in. But again, Geralt, he's also waiting in that lower qualifying match. For now, though, we continue our ZvZ. Game 2 is going to be on Persephone. Let's go. Now, remember, this is still best of 5. This can still go either way. Still early in the best of. And this morning, in the top left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the blue Zerg player. We have the Finnish Zerg down in this series. We'll see if he can bounce back and tie things up. It is Mixu. Representing Clem with his Mlem. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have the Mexican Zerg player, the red Zerg representing ZvZ Esports. It is Cham. We go. El Chamaco himself, the ZvZ, does continue to get a very chaotic mid to late game there. Mid game, I would say, between Cham and Mixu. But again, thanks to the lead that Cham got early on with his relatively successful all-in, didn't kill his opponent, but did maim him, did cripple him, Cham was able to get that supply lead, that economic lead, and flex that, use that to his advantage to pull Mixu apart, not just with Double Lords, but with Tiling Claw Roaches as well. Towards the end, the cherry on top was the Lurker tech, which was not quite necessary, but he got there. It's all good. Did get there in the end as well. Meanwhile, don't forget to stretch. Don't forget to stretch. So far, standard openers. Hashgas pool, nothing crazy here, but welcome one all to Persephone. Aside from Magnatha, now that we've wrapped up and gone through Magnatha, we do have a smaller map. One of the smaller maps in the map pool, shorter rush distance by ground, a more aggressive map here. With this, we can commit to stronger lane bane aggression early on, or we're going to hit some more crisper timings and all-ins as well. Aggression is going to be favored coming into Persephone. Is going to be more favored. As our players are opening up. Both players expanding, going for their third bases. Both players should be going for their Baneling Nest as well. They'll go Baneling Nest for Cham. And we should be seeing one from Mixu as well. He has the money for it. Yo, what's going on? Mixu skipping his Baneling Nest. Okay. He's going for a Link Flood. The Link Flood is on the way. We have 6 Lings in production. Now, this Link Flood is going to be necessary if Mixu wants to skip Banelings and go into Roaches. Oh, as he goes for a later Baneling Nest. Interesting. I don't know if that was intentional. But it does mean that he's going to be working with pure Ling for longer, which is a concern. Lings are amassing for both players. And this time both players are committing harder to Ling Bane. Yeah, committing a lot harder here. Lings, they try to slip by. Getting into the main, cheeky moves out of Cham. He slips in. And did Mixu notice? Did he notice what was going on? Cheeky moves there out of Cham. Let's go. No shot. Morphing in the Banelings. Mixu here. I mean, Queens are somewhat getting in position. Somewhat. Cham, he defends back at home. He's pushing towards the third. There, he knows. Yeah, he does know. He does find the Banelings. Cham trying to pull a fast one over on Mixu. No shot, but he does get in. Oh no, he can zone. Oh, massive connection. Yeah, drone's going to be going down, still making use of those Banelings. And Cham does slip past. Drones are falling left and right, and this is getting out of hand. This is becoming far too much here. GG gets called, and Cham, he pops off. He does take a 2-0 lead in the series. GG. Aye. In one fell swoop. The cheeky Banelings in the main base. He didn't get into the middle line, not the way that he wanted, but it was still a way to support his army, to meet up with that army as well. Alas, Mixu, he was out of position with his own Banelings. Remember, the reason why he had a late Baneling Nest. It was a late Baneling Nest, so late Baneling production means that they never really came into play. He was morphing in 2 Banelings at his third base, but it was the natural that was compromised. And with that, Cham takes a 2-0 lead. And now we're getting into game 3. The pressure is on Mixu. Can he fight back? Can he bounce back? Can he recover and make a series out of this? I believe he can, but the pressure is on. Pressure is on. And here we go. We're getting into game number 3. We're going to be loading into Pylon. Here we go, we're getting into our game 3, and I'm hoping not the final game of the series, but the pressure is on. And spawning in the bottom right hand corner, we have the Finnish Zerg player, the Blue Zerg, down in the series 0-2, but now the comeback about to begin. It is Mixu. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have the red Zerg player for Atlanta, Mexico, representing ZvZ Esports, 1 game away from claiming the series and qualifying for the main event. It is a Cham. Here we go. So we are going to be setting up. Going to be setting up here. Again, we have initial hatch first. No crazy 12 pool or 13-12 or 12-11 or 14-14. Nothing quite like that. We're settling in. Meanwhile, welcome to Pylon. Pylon, similar to Persephone, is also one of the more aggressive maps of the map pool. It is very wide. It is very large as a map, but the rush distance by ground is very direct and a little bit shorter here, so you can be more aggressive. We spoke earlier about how small Persephone is, and it made sense why our players were so aggressive, so active early on. Here, I wouldn't be surprised if we see something similar. Another commitment into Ling Bane. We shall see. As no one is committing into any kind of gasless opener. From here, we could see some attempted 2-base roach play, but I'm not too fond of the idea of going 2-base roaches on Pylon too much. The natural is not as secure as it is on other bases. Sorry, on other maps, I should say. Chat, who's casting Percival versus Geralt? That's a good question. So who's casting tonight? We have ourselves, we have Bomioja, we have Enki. Ooh, I don't know if we have any other casters. True. Yeah, there's no Chicken Man. There's no Steadfast. I don't think anyone's covering it right now, unfortunately. Unless we have a Portuguese caster. True. Like if we have a Brazilian caster, then maybe. But yeah, from as far as I can tell, unfortunately, I don't think anyone's covering that series. But we might be able to catch the tail end of it. Might be able to get there. As things are amassing. Mixu, he's cutting workers earlier. Yeah, he's cutting drones here at 25. We have 18 lings on the way. Evo chamber, no Bailey nest, and Cham also skipping his own Bailey nest as well. Ooh, okay, so no Bailings for Mixu, no Bailings for Cham, but Mixu's the one that's ling flooding, and he does zone with the Overlord. He zones back the Overlord. Lings they will avoid. They skirt around the edge of the map. Cheeky move here out of Mixu. So far unscattered, unseen, but Cham, he fully walls up 2-base. So he's playing 2 bases. Mixu claims a 3rd. Cham playing 2-base roach, plus on range on the way. And Mixu, can he break this wall? The queens are exposed. He's going for the queens. We have a secondary wall behind this. No transfuse. The queen is going to go down. Oh, he's going to get both. But the Eva chambers are done just in time. We have both queens fall. Yo, oh, the tumor though. Does he squeeze himself over the wall? No shot. He did. Cham. He's got some moves. He saves the queen. He saves the queens. Roaches have arrived, and with that, Cham has a better economy. Mixu's in a rough place. Remember, Mixu, he cut workers early at 25 to go for the Ling Flood, a Ling Flood that doesn't do much damage. It killed only one queen. He killed one queen. Cham, he gets away with a better economy for longer. Now he's taking gases, building up roaches. And Cham is now in a better position. But now we reach our next phase of the game. The question becomes, does Cham go for a 2-base all-in from here? Does he cut workers and just go 2-base all-in? Or does Cham expand? We have the answer. Cham is expanding. And we'll see if he drones. Behind this, at Mixu, he will have +1 range on the way, so he has faster upgrades. Mixu, he should eventually get a better economy. For now, the worker count is neck and neck. But now he's going to be able to drone up. There is a lair for both players. Both players have their lairs. Roach speed is on the way for Cham. Roach speed is still not on the way for Mixu. Just now starting. As the Mixu catches a queen. Not bad. Queen goes down. Nice big off there by Mixu. Roaches are building up. Mixu, he's not droning up this third. Mixu, as you can see, he's transferring workers. He's not saturated as natural, not even fully saturated in his main base either. He's transferring workers over, making it look like he's droning. And Mixu is going for a big, essentially 2.5 base all in. 2.5 base all in here from Mixu. Meanwhile, Cham is droning. Oof, Cham, he's droning up. And we spoke about the rush distance by ground on pylon, how short it is, how direct it is. Now he knows. Now Cham knows. He sees the main army, and it might just be too late. Like, it takes seconds to get across the map. As Mixu is already there. He's basically already here. Cham, no spine crawlers. No spines. He's got a couple of ravagers, which will help. We see Mixu peeling off some roaches, coming in from behind. Just going past the army. And Cham, he's being pulled apart here. He overreacts. Now here comes the main force. Oh! Miles a zone away. They zone away. Cham, he defends his natural, but what about the third? Read. Well, the Bile. Oh my god, the Biles do connect. The Biles connect to Cham. He does pop out with reinforcements. He does defend even without spine crawlers. I'm a little bit in shock here, but GG, he does shut this down. And even with Cham responding to the run by, even responding with more roaches, Cham holds. Wow, GG. Cham, he was down 20 army supply when the fight started, by the way, when the push began. But no, Cham, he does hold on. I thought that he was underreacting. He did drone up 10 extra workers than his opponent, but GG, Cham, he holds nonetheless, shuts it down, and Cham will take the series and qualify for RSL. GG, congratulations here. Cham, he will qualify for the Revival StarCraft 2 League for Season 1 through the Americas Qualifier. GG, well played, congratulations. With that, he will make it through. Oh, that's the message him. GG, well played. And with that, we have our first player through. We still have one more qualifying match left to go. Let's go. As we switch things over and catch up on the brackets, we have a PVT. Percival, he took down Master 2-0 to take him down, and we do have Geralt and Percival facing off in that lower match. Let's go. Let us go. As they are going to be facing off, and we'll see how they do compare to each other here. I mean, they're currently in game 1, I believe. They might be in game 2, but I believe they're only just now getting into game 1, so we'll be able to jump in mid-series. For now, though, we have some downtime. We have some downtime here. We have some time to ourselves before we can jump into that match. Geralt and Percival. Beautiful. are getting ready. We are setting up. As Percival did just join a new team. He did join Little Fairy. So do you have to set that up as well? Those bios, they did. The bios, they popped off after they popped off. But with that, we are going on a short break. We're going to be going on a short break here. As you can see, there's only one series left. Again, top 2 qualify. So Cham, he already qualified, and the finals will not be played. Cham, he doesn't have to play another match. Cham, he is done here for the event, for the broadcast, and we have Geralt and Percival facing off in that final series. We're going to be going on a break. When we come back, we'll be jumping in mid-series into Geralt and Percival. See you soon after the break. See you soon, Pappy. See you soon.